Hey everybody, if I could have your attention please, we say welcome to Johnson City Brewing Company. I'm Eric Latham, I'm one of the co-founders, I'm the head brewer, and I want to welcome you to this Wednesday night here and to the 5th volume of Pizza and Beer Life. What we do here is I selfishly love beer and love pizza, so I like to invite a local pizzeria in and to bring their wares to share with us, to talk about their business, their philosophy of making pizza, and I talk a little bit about what it is to make craft beer. And each time is a little unique, and I thought maybe I'd just quickly say a couple of sentences about what's going on with our company right now. We're the longest running brewery in Johnson City. We've also, for 4 years, been the smallest, up until 2 weeks ago, been the smallest brewery in Tennessee at 1 barrel at a time. It makes about 250 pints at a shot. And so you guys have been with us, hanging with us for 4 years now, and 2 weeks ago we moved into a new warehouse and upgraded from a 1 barrel system to a 7 barrel system. And I've been talking around here a little bit tonight. We're having some growing pains, some challenges. We're actually in the heart of a bubble right now in the transition because the federal permit requires us to ferment everything out at the original place and then start brewing again. So as you all know, yep, you can see some of the beers are having some transition, some growing pains here. But that's kind of what this company has been built on. Especially in the beginning. I don't know if any of you guys came in when we first opened a while back in the King building there, but our tap room, we'd have 2 or 3 of our beers on. And these beers that we put out there that I brewed was not particularly happy with. And but still, we're here. If you read anything, any research on nano breweries around the U.S., hello sir, how are you doing, Mr. Nash? Good. Nano breweries typically don't last more than a year long. We did it 4 years, we got better and better, and it's all due to our customers being patient with us, hanging with us, helping build a small business, and frankly, the only reason we're moving into a 7 barrel system is because you guys have hung in there and given us this opportunity to try and grow once again and be Johnson City's longest running brewery. So we want to say thank you, but beer is definitely a science, and scaling it up from a 1 barrel to a 7 barrel ain't exactly times 7. I'll tell you that. We have some beers that are in the fermenters right now that we were just discussing, came out great beers. Our hop efficiency has gone up a little bit, so they're a little bit hoppier than we expect them to be. So there's going to be a period of fine tuning and dialing things in, and as always, we appreciate you all. This whole point of Pizza and Beer Life, like I said, is a little bit selfish for my love of beer and pizza, but it's also an opportunity to work with and co-promote with other local businesses. And tonight we're lucky enough to have John here from Jiggy Rays, owner and operator of Jiggy Rays. It's in Elizabethton, if you didn't know those guys. But we always focus on local businesses, local restaurants, because that's what we are. We're a small business. These guys have been doing it for a good long while.
Yeah, we're about the same age as you. We're in our 5th year in November. Yeah. We're still fairly young.
And doing a great job. And so what we do here with this Pizza and Beer Life is I talk a little bit, and then we conclude my part of it. We invite everybody to help themselves to the wonderful pizzas that they've produced here and brought to us today. The pizza is free, so help yourself to it. There are plates and napkins, and then once everybody gets some slices of pizza and hanging out for a minute, we've got Shannon from hometown East Tennessee, is a local show here. Shannon, thanks for being here, as always. And Shannon's going to do kind of a video interview with John here to talk about why they're in business and what they do and their philosophy of business and their philosophy of making pizza. So at this point, please help yourself to the pizza. Once again, we appreciate all of your patience with us, and thanks for being here tonight. Cheers.
I'll take that too. All right. Shall we see what's next?
Thanks.
Cheese pizza.
Tell a lot about a place by Cheese Pizza.
We not only love their pizza at Jiggy Rays, but they have the best salad bar in town.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
That's one of my favorite things. And they got the egg on the salad bar, which is essential to a successful salad bar.
Let that run for a little bit.
Everybody got their pie? Right on. Well, while you're eating, I'm going to introduce you to the gentleman responsible for all of the pies we've been having here. This is John Seehorn. Good to see everybody. Of Jiggy Rays in Elizabethton. And man, John, I was geeking out when I saw it was you because I'm just going to start off saying I love that barbecue pizza. What was it? What's the actual name of the pizza?
That's the Hillbilly Pie.
Oh man,
it's becoming its own cult classic, I guess.
Oh yeah,
things like you call it. It's we take the time to do a 16-hour slow smoke and in the oven about 16 hours to make that pork. It's so good.
But that is a fantastic pie. You didn't bring the barbecue.
I didn't do a hillbilly. I should have done a Hillbilly Pie.
That's okay.
Just for you. I wish I'd known.
That's just an excuse for me to come up there this week.
That's it. You can come see us. Come visit.
Now, Jiggy Rays popped up a few years ago. When did you all first open?
We opened in December. Well, actually, we opened on Black Friday in 2013, which was probably a poor decision, but nonetheless, we opened the doors and had been flying ever since.
Yeah.
And that was in 2013.
Now, downtown Elizabethton is not the foodie capital of the world. I don't think of the best restaurants when I think of it, but now when I think of that strip of Elizabeth, I think, oh, Jiggy Rays there. Let's get over there, get some beers, get some pizzas. What led you to downtown Elizabeth?
Well, I'm a Carter County boy. I went to Happy Valley, and the other owner went to Elizabethton, and we grew up there. And we ran the Boys and Girls Club there for about 13 years. And I'd always wanted to do something in this realm because I love to cook. So we decided the downtown area was just kind of open. There was really not a whole lot. I mean, there's some great food, Red Chili and Dino's and Southern, and there's just some really good food down there. And they had the Johnson City Coffee Company, the Elizabethton Coffee Company. But we saw a place that was perfect for us. And we signed the lease and just dug in and went at it.
And did you take off immediately? Did it take a little bit of time to catch on down there?
It took off faster than we thought, to be honest with you. We didn't advertise. We didn't want to spend a lot of money on advertising. We wanted to go slow. I know that sounds backwards, but we wanted to go a little slow, just to kind of ease that learning curve a little bit. Yeah, but no, man, it took off. Because having music, along with a fresh cut salad bar, and then scratch-made pizza, was something that just, one, I think was needed. And I think the town took to it, so it really drove people to downtown, and they're finding how beautiful our little downtown is.
And it's great. And that's the other thing. That salad bar, I was telling Eric earlier that salad bar, to me, that's the old-fashioned salad bar. That's what I want. I don't want an entire buffet with 1,000 different types of meat
fillers and
fillers,
pastas. And,
I don't need that. I just give me a good solid fresh salad bar, and that's another of my favorite things.
And that was our plan with it. We grew up, both of us did, and I'm a big salad lover, and I garden and I do all that. But I love fresh vegetables. So our idea for this salad bar was to keep it fresh. So we don't store a lot of cut vegetables. We cut them fresh every morning, and then we put them on the salad bar that day, and we rotate them out fresh again the next morning. So that way you're always getting fresh, crunchy, juicy vegetables that are not tired and old, and it's every day. So by doing that, you have a great salad bar. It's a 33-item salad bar.
Yeah.
So and it's really. I was talking to him just a minute ago about how that outsells our pizza almost. It's crazy how many salads we sell.
I can see it. In the times that I'm racing to Elizabethton for lunch, I've grabbed your salad bar just because I know I can get it fast and it's really delicious. And
that's exactly right.
Back to Johnson City by the time I have to be back.
That's it.
Lunch. Yeah, the place is. You've been doing music since you opened, right?
Yeah, since from day one.
Because I think about half the times I'm there in the evening, there's somebody. If it's just a local with a guitar playing, it's always. And you started doing a festival a few years ago, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We thought we're originality, I guess, from going with taking the paloozas and the stocks and all that stuff. And we just put Jiggy in front of it. So we do a Jiggystock, a Jiggypalooza, a Jiggy Jam, but we've got a cool little breezeway right beside our place, and we set a band up down at the bottom of that. And we've got a beer garden outside, and Elizabethton allowing that really opened up the downtown for everyone. And so we usually have an acoustic set inside, and then we'll have 2 or 3 bands outside. I mean, we make such a fun day of it. And to be outside, and it's beautiful outside, drinking beer, and people bring their chairs and just kind of chill right there in that little section of downtown. And I think we've got 2 this year. One on June 30th will be our first one, which is Jiggystock, and this will be our
Jiggystock.
I know. I love it. I know, right? I know. You got to think about it, right? Not Woodstock, Jiggystock, but I think this will be our 10th total. that we've done.
Wow.
And the city council's been great. The city's worked great with us and helped us kind of build that too. And I think the city's been super responsive. People come and we have a blast.
Yeah, and I went to one of the early ones, and there's just something about downtown Elizabethton. And there's a comfort I get when I go down there.
It is.
And everybody's just hanging out. It's a good vibe.
It is.
It's a lot of fun.
Really is. And it is. You said it best. It's comfortable, and you want to just kind of walk around. You got the covered bridge down there, and the Doe River's going through, and it's just beautiful. And so that whole setting down there. Then we just finished our covered bridge celebration, and we ran out of food. I mean, It was just crazy people just all day long, and it's just a great event. So we're just taking a little bit of that off of it and trying to add some little ones along the summer.
The more things that make for that community, the better.
That's right.
I was talking to someone today about, and they were saying it'd be great if even in Johnson City, if we could have more little community festivals. Yeah. Instead of closing off all of downtown, let's pick some different parts of the town and just bring some neighbors together to have music and stuff.
It is, yeah.
And that's what that reminds me of. The Jiggystocks.
And the musicians are super appreciative too. They're, finding venues to play at around is really tough. And, when you're the little traveling musician or just starting, or you're even seasoned veteran and stuff, they want somewhere to play. And they have their own little following, so they come in, they eat, and they drink, and they sit and listen to some music, and it's just, the setting and everything's just right. It makes for a good vibe, too. Yeah. So, I think the music thing's been a big part of us, too.
That's great. We were talking to Eric earlier. He was talking about the ingredients, the quality ingredients that go into their beers and stuff. Yeah. The quality ingredients that go into your pizzas. Did you choose specifically? I mean, It's okay if you have a service, because we've had a few people here that did have a service. But tell us a little about what goes into.
No, we decided when we wanted to do this, we wanted to do everything from scratch. We cook our own hamburger, we smoke our own pork,
right.
We cook our own sausage, we make our own dough, and when we decided we wanted to go this route, we decided if we don't do it right. So I researched it. Italy. New York, Chicago, there's all these places that have all these different recipes. So I played with, 18 different combinations till I got what I wanted. And we found that using that Caputo flour from Italy, having that imported in, was perfect, because it's like silk, and it just made for the fluffiest, best tasting dough ever. And so we started there, and then once I got my sauce recipe where I wanted it, and we got the cheese blend. We wanted the best cheese, no fillers. I hate fillers. It makes the cheese, it gives it a flavor. So we like to use the kind of cheese that just tastes perfect with the dough. So after we got everything together, we played with it for about 6 months while we were building and doing everything ourselves, and we got where we wanted with the dough recipe, the cheese recipe, the sauce, and all the meats, and then come up with a few combinations, and then thought we would be super clever with the Appalachian, where Italy meets Appalachian style of food, right?
I love that. I love that. It's written on every box.
It is, yeah. It says a Appalachian, and somebody goes, I love to hear people try to pronounce it too, like they don't know what that means.
I was over there a minute ago, just got Appalachian.
Yeah, exactly.
Appalachian.
Yeah, where Italy meets Appalachian, and that's exactly what it is, because we took a lot of, Bull and I both are barbecuers by heart, but I'm a huge pizza guy. I'm like Eric. I have such a love for pizza and always have, that why not just do this? There's so many barbecue places. Why not do this and kind of combine it and do all kinds of different
your
crazy
barbecue
little...
without the pizza. The barbecue you guys serve is delicious.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm probably a fan of this pizza.
He likes the barbecue.
I really like
the Hillbilly Pie is a good pie.
Yeah,
the Jiggy sauce, we make that sauce that goes on. It's not a traditional barbecue sauce, but it just blends just right with it too.
It's totally unique. I really dig it.
Yeah.
You guys have been eating some of the Jiggy Ray pizza for a little while. Do you all have any questions for John?
Yeah, ask.
What's the name of the first pizza with the chipotle?
It actually don't have a name for that one. That one actually is one that I do on a chef's choice. We only do chicken 2 days a week because I cook the chicken too. So I'll bake. Now I'm baking about 50 chicken breasts a day for 2 days, and that's all we can really do chicken. I don't have enough time to cook that much chicken, so we do a chicken bacon ranch on Thursday, and then we do a fajita chicken, which is phenomenal, on Friday. Well, that chicken I'll do sometimes on Wednesday, and you can just come and use, like I said, usually has spinach on it, and it gets our chipotle drizzle on it, and it's the girls love that. When I make that one, the ladies that work with us in the morning, we need to try that and make sure that it's okay.
Are you going to serve that without tasting it?
It is, and it literally is about that chipotle, the chipotle drizzle. That's quality control. That's exactly right, and it's all about the drizzle.
How are you with anchovies?
have never had them. I had one person. That's not true. I say that. I take that back. I had one person bring me some in, and we put anchovies on it. If you bring your anchovies and you want it on your pie, I will absolutely put it on your pie.
So bring your own anchovies if you want.
That's it. That's right. That's it. That's it. Bring it, and I'll put it on the pie.
All the pieces have been hit pretty hard, but it was the chicken chipotle one. I think it's all gone at this point.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, because that pizza, it's funny too, because when the chicken comes out, it smells the entire restaurant up. Yeah.
I learned, get your pizza before
Get it
you
early.
order.
That's right. Yeah, between that one and the Meat Mountain pizza that I make now, that has the smoked pork on it, the Meat Mountain pie.
I grabbed that one too.
And we sell so many of those because that's got our hamburger we cook and the smoked pork and those giant pepperonis and our smoked bacon. Yeah.
And the sausage on the one pizza, I mean,
Yeah.
I opened it up and these medallions like that big of sausage
Oh, yeah.
on it. It's like,
Yeah, if you see Jackie sit and slice those every single, like we'll cook we make these big ropes of sausage, cook them out, and he comes and he just slowly, methodically slices those things up to get them ready. But yeah, that sausage is good.
man. Well, thank you for bringing all this pizza. We appreciate you coming down to Johnson City Brewing Company and sharing it with us and talking to us for a few minutes about Jiggy Rays. Do you guys know where to find Jiggy Rays now? Okay.
Downtown Elizabethton. That's it.
You can't miss it.
Yeah, Tweetsie Trail. That's right. True. You can be on the Tweetsie Trail. Hop off. Come eat. That's it. Yeah.
Or you can jog to Elizabethton from Johnson City and come back with eat a pizza on your way back.
That's true. Yeah, you can get your box carried out and walk back down the trail. That'd be good. Yeah. There you go.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
I appreciate
John.
you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
all.
Thank you.
We'll get this on hometown Johnson City, hometownjc.com. We're hometown East Tennessee, but we use that URL. So hometownjc.com. Hopefully, I'll get this up tomorrow, maybe the next day. We'll see what happens.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And thank y'all. I'm gonna go eat some pizza.
Eat up.